So we'll move on to our Keirin heats for our senior championship. Guy Kalma, Thomas Unicomb, Luke Zaccaria. Great to see Luke Zaccaria. He'll be the favourite rider for this event, the man down the bottom of the track. Theo Yates, who's just taken out his first senior state championship on the track. We've got Scott Sanders, who's delved into the Fountain of Youth tonight, gone back from the Masters into the seniors. We've got a man who spends most of his time standing on the green apron, eating pies. Chris Pratley lining up in the field here tonight. I see Darren Harry just coming through the archway now. So Darren Harry, round of applause for Darren Harry, ladies and gentlemen. He's still got skin off. His skin suit is torn. And I can tell you from experience, having been raced alongside him back in the day, Darren Harry absolutely loves the Keirin race.
And I tell you what, you have Darren Harry at one end of this field, Luke Zaccaria at the other. The new senior state scratch race champion, as in Theo Yates in here. And I tell you what, Matty, I reckon Chris Pratley is going to be wishing he was still sitting back on that timing desk about right now.
Onto the back of the bike goes Luke Zaccaria. No messing about. Theo Yates took one look at him and said, no, you outweigh me by about 10 kilos, I reckon there, Luke, so you can have the bike. Thomas Unicomb, very, very fast, very quick kid in third wheel. Guy Kalma, I saw him race here last week. He's in the Bike Force colours. Very, very powerful and strong rider. Did very well in one of the scratch races here. Then we got Chris Pratley. Now, Chris Pratley, to give you an idea, comes from the era of the McGee brothers. Used to race in New South Wales against those guys. Scott Sanders in the arbitrage colours, second from last. Masters age, Scott Sanders, however, decided to have a bit of a go in the elite field here tonight. Former junior world representative for Great Britain and a former junior national champion of Great Britain in Scott Sanders. And then Darren Harry, the man who we all came here to see tonight. And it has to be said that before they liquefied or sterilised the racing rules of Keirin racing, Darren Harry was a draw card on any track anywhere in the world. Luke Zaccaria on the back of the motorbike. The big difference with Keirin racing nowadays, you won't see these guys have a look over the shoulder too much. You quite simply can't improve your position. Two riders can't ride alongside each other inside the red line. Back in the day, you were allowed to improve your position to a point. Nowadays, very much a drag strip. You have to let the other rider have a racing line if they're underneath you. So the rules have changed. We've seen the likes of Sir Chris Hoy be so exceptional in this event, pure and simply because he was the fastest, strongest man out there. And of course, with the new rules, where you can't sort of improve your position is the polite way we say it, it suited him down to the ground.
So Luke Zaccaria now starting to have a look over his shoulder. He's got the fast man Theo Yates in there, but he also knows Darren Harry is in that field. Thomas Unicomb also has a little look over the shoulder. Kalma decides to go early, so does Saunders, and have a look at Kalma. He's done this before. He hits him hard and hits him early, but does he have the legs to hold on? Luke Zaccaria still in cruise mode at this point. Watches for Darren Harry coming and then decides to start to step up the pace. They get the bell this time around. Have a look at the pace of Luke Zaccaria. Harry's going out after him. Zaccaria knows he's got a race on his hands. He's giving it everything. Have a look at Darren Harry coming at him from around the top. Zaccaria's holding on, and Zaccaria will go through and take that one out. Can even afford to back off at that last minute. But I tell you what, that's awesome watching someone like Harry take it up to Luke Zaccaria.
Well, no surprises there from Luke Zaccaria. But have a look at the form of Darren Harry. Stepped out from last wheel, moved up round the outside of the bunch, found the wheel of Luke Zaccaria, the man who was favoured for this event here tonight. And definitely the Darren Harry of old right then and there. And Theo Yates, the new scratch race champion, goes into third. So those three boys will go through to the next round as we wait for our next heat to go onto the line.